Alright guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back to this daily cryptocurrency. In today's video we're going to have a look at Polygon, Matic, and the graph. The graph is currently popping right now, but before anything let's have a look at Bitcoin. As you guys can see right now, Bitcoin currently up approximately 4%. Whole market is green, looking beautiful right now off that beautiful bounce yesterday. Let's start off with the exponential moving average real quick. Nothing too crazy to see over here. So we are seeing on the daily time frame meeting the exponential moving average, which is actually pretty critical in my opinion. We haven't been testing these in quite some time. As you guys can see, ever since we dropped right here May 12th, about a month ago, I would say 3.5 weeks ago, we haven't been able to retest that these levels. Now we are actually retesting, and this is actually a pretty interesting level right now, the 38,000 39,000 level. We do have some small resistance right here. We also have the resistance right here, as you guys can see on the left side of my screen, from I believe it was January, from January 14th. So that's pretty interesting. Let's go on to the moving average real quick. So on the moving average, we actually are still below the moving average on the daily time frame, which is pretty bullish. We could potentially see a death cross right here if the 50 moving average crosses below. That means if we see more downtrend and the 200 moving average goes crosses over the 50 moving average, and that would be a death cross, which would be pretty bearish. Now going on to the 4-hour time frame real quick, nothing too crazy to see over here. If we have a look at the exponential moving average, we actually did have a nice little breakout above the EMA ribbons, which is nice and beautiful. In my opinion, it's very possible that we come back and retest that level before going back up. So that nothing too much to say over here. We also did break out of this symmetrical triangle, as you guys can see right here. Now every time after a breakout, we usually gonna come back and retest the area. And as you guys can see right here, this was a tightening range that we saw all of last week, as you guys can see, and this is the breakout that we saw yesterday. So very nice. Nothing too much to see over here. Let's dive into GRT right here. If you guys saw my video a few days ago, I did mention about GRT, and I said that this was going to be a big coin and that this was the top 5 coin that you guys should invest in. Of course, it wasn't financial advice. It was obviously my top 5 pick. GRT is currently 92 cents right now. I believe I made the video when it was at 70 cents, something or like somewhere around right here. It was hitting the support right here. As you guys can see, this was we had a nice little beautiful support from January. We had that peak right here from December when it went public. So now we actually we did have a nice little breakout right here. This is actually an Adams and Eve pattern. If you guys don't know what it is, you essentially have a nice little V recovery and then a nice U shape. So this would be the V, and then this would be the U right here. And we essentially broke out of essentially a cup and handle. So cup and handle looks like this. Literally looks like a teacup. Think about like a teacup like that, and you got the handle. So this is exactly what we're seeing right now. An Adams and Eve pattern and the cup and handle. This was the support right here, or the resistance, whatever you guys want to call it, and we had a nice little breakout. And if we zoom in, guys, we are actually breaking out right now. We are breaking out, and in my opinion, we could come to the $1.25 by tomorrow, even by Saturday. Very possible. At the end of the day, everything's going to depend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's popping right now. GRT is exploding. Beautiful moves are happening right now, left and right in the market. Let's dive into Matic. Matic, nothing too crazy. We are consolidating, guys. We're about to explode on Matic. If we have a look at the exponential moving average, we are actually entering a very tightening range right now. So Matic is actually very interesting right now, and look how tight this is getting. You could call this a symmetrical triangle, and in my opinion, it's more of a descending triangle, but I don't think we're gonna break to the downside. But let's have a look anyways. If we have a nice little break right here and we put it to the downside, our target would be 1.58. If we pop this to the upside, our target would essentially be, sorry guys, our target would essentially be right here, which would be $2. So we could go back to the $2 to the $2 region or levels or whatever you guys want to call it. So yeah, we had this we also had this nice little double top right here. As you guys can see, we had 2 peaks. Pretty bearish, but of course this was the neckline. I don't think we're gonna go below the neckline on Matic. If we have a look at the moving average, sorry, we're actually below the 50 moving average and the 9th moving average. But we are above the 200. I don't think we're gonna come back and retest unless this support right here gets broken. If the support right here gets broken, I believe it's the 1.76, then it would be a completely different story, and we're gonna look to rethink our future gains or future future strategy essentially. Moving on to the daily time frame on Matic real quick. So yeah, we are entering a tightening range, nothing too crazy. It's literally the same just on a daily time frame, but this looks more legit right here. So people will call this a bull flag. Now, if this were to be a bull flag, you would essentially take this, bring it down, and then you would drag it to the top right here, and then we would have a target of $3.19 or 3.2 on the daily time frame. Of course, is it possible? Yes, it's very, very possible. It's going to take some time. Of course, nothing happens overnight, so we're just going to have to be patient. Now, looking at the exponential moving average, we are actually well above the EMA ribbons right here. We had we actually haven't been below these EMA ribbon. We haven't closed, like we saw that nice massive wick, but that was when Bitcoin dumped really hard. But ever since we saw, but ever since we saw some nice little rejections from the EMA ribbons ever since, as you guys can see. So we're seeing some nice rejections right here. If we have a look at the RSI, nothing too crazy. We are going sideways right now, currently at 56. You know, the stochastic RSI looks like we have room to grow. Going on to the 4-hour time frame as well, we are actually below 50 right now, which is pretty good. That means we have a lot of room to grow on Matic. Anyways, guys, that's today's daily update. If you guys like this video, of course, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.